Hello guys, this is the SWTOR guy here and welcome back to another top 5. This one is a little bit different one than any usual top 5s because in my top 5s I always talking about Star Wars The Old Republic stuffs. But on this one I'm gonna break it and I'm gonna talk about my top 5 favorite movies, like Star Wars movies in general. Uh, Hopefully you're not gonna be surprised a little bit because these are actually my opinions, all right? So you can have different opinions, suggestions, or any kind of stuff, but let me know your favorite Star Wars movies in the comment section below because I really wanted to see different not choices but opinions about why is that your favorite or stuff like that. But here are my top 5 favorite Star Wars movies ever. Coming in at number 5 is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Hold on before you press any dislikes, press anything or any kind of stuffs. Alright? Listen. I of course watch it a million times. Okay, not million times, but more than 10 times the episode 1. And there is a pretty big reason why it come in number 5. It's because when I first saw it, that is why I was 10 years old at the time. All right, so it came out in 1999, 2000s for me. So we bring up another century and stuff like that, and it was. I was just standing in 9 years in a cinema and watching a Star Wars movie for the first time. It was a huge blast. And I still remember, I think it was the third movie I watched in cinema. The first one was Toy Story. I definitely remember that. But I think the third or fourth one is this Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace. Like, the movie is not that good, like if I'm watching it now prospectively, but as a kid back in the day, as a 10-year-old me, I still wanted to go back and watch it like a few hundred times because I really enjoyed it as a kid, and I have the kid experience still. So that is why it is just this movie is in the special or in my heart for that reason. Coming to the number 4 is Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now, obviously, I really love this movie. I think this is the movie what I watched more times than any other Star Wars movies. The reason behind it because it's just so good for me. I mean, my dad is a really big Star Wars fan itself, don't get me wrong. He is a really big Star Wars fan, and he was in the army at that time, and he was a bus driver. And every time they are driving the bus and stuff like that, in 1990 there was this famous like TV came up in the buses, and they used to watch Star Wars 4, 5, and 6, and he pretty much knew a lot of lines for that. So when I grew up, he said a lot of lines for me. But yeah, it's just and also in general, I really love that movie. Coming in at number 3 is Star Wars Episode 4, The New Hope. Now, this is one of my favorites. Like, if I wanted to go like all-time favorites, it has to be one of this. Like, how they introducing it, how many remakes this movie made. Like, I still love the original Star Wars film. I don't care how many botches and fails what that movie had, but it was in 1969 or 1970, whatever. But still, that movie was a blast. Really loving it. Still today. And everybody in there is just absolutely awesome. Coming in at number 2 is Rogue One. Now, this came to a really special place as well. when I watched it, like, this is a little bit of backstory. I went to the Star Wars Episode 7. I think it was the first ever, like, not show, but opening. Like, I went into 10 a.m. in the morning, not before the premiere, but as soon as the premiere, the first time when they show Star Wars Episode 7, it was 10 a.m. in the morning. So, my girlfriend got me the tickets because she knows I'm a really huge fan. And okay, I'm just gonna try to watch it. That's what my girlfriend said. I'm just gonna try to watch it and see how it goes. But she is not a big Star Wars fan, like, at all. And I went in. Obviously, a lot of people are starting to shouting, and everybody is excited. And my girlfriend next to me is, after 30 minutes. She decided to put the headphones on and listen music night right next to me. It was so frustrating. So for me, it was one of the most bad experienced like movie I ever watched in the cinema. But other than that, we decided, okay, you know what? You're just gonna watch me Rogue One. This is a totally different story than any other Star Wars story. Just please watch it. And she really enjoyed it. So that is why also. But for me, also the new characters, what they put it in, old characters, cameos, everything. The story in general was phenomenal. And the end of Darth Vader obviously was fantastic. But I think it was the first time, and I'm gonna be an honest man, the first time in the cinema, and actually the first time ever in a Star Wars movie, almost like I feel like I needed to cry after I watched it. I don't know why, I don't know how, because after I rewatched it not so long ago, I think I cried a little, but it had never happened in a Star Wars movie. And I don't want to be dramatic or anything, don't get me wrong, but that movie in general, just a really, really good movie. Just action-packed, drama-packed, character-packed, everything is just really, really good. And I know they needed to, go on because they're not going to be in the universe, but in general, it was fantastic. So I really, really, really loved it. And coming in at number 1, it is pretty obvious. Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. And I'm crashed. And I don't know why it came crashing a lot of times. But I'm gonna tell you this anyway. Star Wars Episode 5 was the first movie I ever watched. I was 6 years old at the time, and my dad showed me, because my dad had it on cassette. I think it was cassette, the first cassette, but it came out in 1994, 5-ish, whatever. But in 1996, I watched Star Wars Episode 5, and I don't know what happened, or don't know who Darth Vader is, don't know who Luke Skywalker is, don't know what a lightsaber is, but I enjoyed it as a kid. And even though I missed the fourth one before, I don't understand what that means, but I watched it after like 5 or 10 years, so I like 12 at the time, when I can understand it properly. And when I heard the famous words, obviously, the "I am your father," it was a shock. Like, a lot of people shocked, and not just me, almost the entire world. And that is one of the best, like, turning points in that time. Then a lot of people just shocked, including myself. And in movie-wise, in general, it was fantastic. Action-packed, really, really good stuff. Characters are amazing. But still, that is my favorite movie. Like, favorite Star Wars movie of all time. 400% sure. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this little top 5. As I said, let me know in the comment section below what is your favorite Star Wars movies. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.